Greetings everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed here and welcome to the demo of Double. This is set in the 50s of Cuba and is a supposedly psychological thriller game where the protagonist needs to remember their nightmares in order to direct the events within the real world. So let's see what we can do in this game. Depending on how I view this will depend if I will be willing to play the full game when it comes out, but we'll see where it goes. There's a lot of text on the screen, and I don't know the engine that this game is made in, so when it comes to knowing what controls to use, it's going to be a bit of a questionable factor. Remember what you see in here. On this depends the development of the story. Greetings. Two men, out on patrol. You're nervous? Not at all. Why? You smoked recently. You always smoke a cigar when you're nervous. I know you, man. Yes, I'm a little nervous. We have been preparing to assault Loco for so long. A month now. Be honest. Are you afraid to die? 5 years ago I wasn't. Now I am. I have Lucia and Josh. It's a weird feeling. It's a natural feeling. When I was in a ambuscade, I often ask myself questions. Do you think I'd rescue you in a critical situation? I never doubted you would. I'm glad to hear it. Spooky eyes, It is hard to be a captain, isn't it? A little bit. I think I'm too responsible for my rank, sorry. Reading quickly is not my forte. I say, Loco, we are going to start now, but we'll show these blanks who we are. It will be a great victory if we conquer this staff. Go. Die? Why does they think that we should be exterminated? Carlos, you're asleep. Listen carefully to our voice. We will help. I have a pretty good idea on who Carlos is. He was a very important figure. But how do we save our game's progression? And also... What? Okay, so how do we move our character? Ah, right stick. Why are you alone? Aim with mouse, press left mouse button to shoot. Carlos, you're asleep. Listen carefully to our voices, we will help. Okay. So how do we go about this? Yeah, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with all the controls. That's my main disadvantage. But what voice is that? That's the problem. Like, where are we supposed to shoot? What are we supposed to do? Oh, goodness sakes. Our life just gradually decreases over time, so... I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here, folks. Like, literally. Aim with mouse, yes, I understand that. But we're not getting anywheres. Like, there's nothing to even shoot at, so what's the... I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. We haven't even got enough to use our right stick in. Like, the controls... Oh, for goodness sakes. It's entirely my fault, but I have no idea on what we're supposed to do. How we're supposed to go about the place. Oh, it's WSD? Okay. I never figured of that. Okay. Now... Go away. Okay, now that we know what to do, we can progress through the game now. Whew, I was having a mad one there. Well, okay, this indicator represents your state of lucidness. You will begin to drain while being under attack or remaining active. You can stay in a state of lucidness by finding letters and defeating enemies. Letters? Ah, okay. Carlos, do not listen to them. Okay. Okay, that's no good. At the end of the stream, you will meet your enemy. Kill him. Well, that... believe us. Good. That replenishes our health. That's a good thing, right? That is a good thing. Wake up. Well, I'm kind of trying. Oh gosh, the word is now distorted. Now I'll get the bullet in his body. Is there a way around here? Ah, okay. Excellent. Ah, that's what that does. Hey, you. Don't you dare. I feed off you. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Dearie me. The date of your death. What is that supposed to mean? Real world events. Maybe we are just stuck in a perpetual dream. Kill this enemy. Which enemy are you referring to? Yes, I am gonna shoot you. Again. It repeats every night and never leaves me in peace. Something like combat operations. What happened in Cheoloco? It's not the first time I've had a dream about it. I can't remember. The round begins soon. I have to get up and wash myself first. Rinse the sink. Where does one push sink into? It was entirely my fault at the start there for not being able to know the controls. But I should remember that it's WASD. Head to the book on the table. You mean I put my head on the book? You did say head to the book. You can learn new information by reaching the item and pressing LMB on it. So how do we save our game's progression? We are allowed to read. This is the old man in the sea. Oh, for goodness sakes. Not the old man in the sea. This is the book I had to look at in GCSEs. It's the most boring book ever. I haven't finished it yet. I'm not surprised. Oh, that book is so unbelievably boring. Explore everything in the room to get more information. It's the only thing to sit. Or to help hang myself. Oh, no thanks. Oh no, I forgot. There's no... Why did you imagine that? I don't remember how long I've been here. Today the sun is shining. Tomorrow it is raining. At least this window connects me with outside world. Although... It's time to see the doctor. I'm ready. The theme doesn't really suit my style, but I appreciate the work that the developer puts into the game. It's great you are calm. Some of the patients are extremely difficult. Unfathomably furious worse. One guy bit my finger off while he was being led along this corridor. 1256. I'm serious. Want to see? 1256. When the psychiatrist was taking him off to bed, the patient out angry because of my finger's form. I was laughing so much when I became able to laugh. That is. So you're saying at one point you wasn't able to laugh? He didn't like that my finger was too bony. Well, now it's not bony because I don't have a finger. Ouch. So you had to have it amputated. In shine on Persord. You are lucky to be Dr. Diago's patient. He is a great specialist. The main thing for you is to fall into line with him. Dr. Martinez. Here we go. Diego Martinez. Go. I am the doctor here, and you shall bow to me. Good morning. You've got a visitor. Thanks. You can go. Your treatment progress depends on your actions and words. Be sensible. I wish I could save my progression so that I can preserve what I do. Hello, Carlos. How do you feel? Bad. These nightmares are driving me out of my mind. I can see by your eyes you aren't sleeping enough. This can affect your health. I would be glad to sleep more, but I just can't. My mind is active when I'm asleep. I'm thinking continuously, even in the arms of however you want to pronounce it. I do apologize. I worked with one patient. He had really bad nights. Eventually, he could not determine the difference between dreams and reality. At first, he became closed, then completely insane. He crushed my table. Does crush need... Anyways, this one is the third since I've been working here. God damn it. 2 tables have been RIP'd. I could not do anything with him. Be careful, please. You can entirely lose your head. I don't want this. Naturally, you know, I like to notice small details. You've been coming here through the corridor. Have you noticed the man who is making a circuit and repeats the same number again and again? I haven't done. Have you noticed which number he repeats? Yeah, 1256? Yes, that's the one. You're very attentive. That's right. He was a mathematician, and this certain number played a fatal role in his career and in important calculations. I won't go into details, but this compensatory mechanism is curious. This is a case where psyche tries to correct the errors done in the past, but the process is getting out of control. You know, Carlos, you have been here for a long time, and I like you. It sounds unprofessional, but sometimes I can allow myself to ignore the typical rules. My seniority allows it. If we are ever in another situation, I would like to share a mug of beer or something stronger. You know, talk about life. The small things. Sure. You have something to tell? Yeah. It's a professional thing, you know. Actually, it's pretty hard to erase your mind if you do not allow yourself to be mad sometimes. No, I'm not an alcoholic, but I can offer you a cup of tea, if you don't mind. Yes, please. Very well. Then the conversation will go easier. I do not decline a offering of a tea. Tell me, does your memory return? I still remember only small fragments. I don't remember how I got here. Doesn't remember? Does not remember. Your wife took you here after another regular attack. It was quite a hard decision, but she is a courageous woman. She is very brave, yeah. Another thing to see? Dr. Martinez, they are asking for you. I have to ask you to wait for me. I hope you won't crush my table. You think I would just crush your table? Why would you think of that? The doctor returns soon. Now you can explore the items around you by pressing L or left mouse button. So I've got photo of a dog, probably his pet. Dogs, brr. Obviously Carlos has not had a good experience with dogs. The show is rainfall order, a pile of folders sorted by different classifications, and it seems to me that someone is watching me from it. I was about to say a grandfather clock, but I'm not sure what kind of clock it is. The clock seems to be beating this thing not through the air, but in my head. didn't manage to observe everything there, but I did not examine the notes taken. Is there a picture of your dog in the frame? I can't click on it now. What's... Yes, she is my Jessie. I love her. So, let's discuss your dreams. The treatment progress and your further destiny depend on the accuracy of your answers. The fuller and more accurate your answers will be, the better I can help. And the better the chance that you, in the end, will be fine. Tell me what happened in your nightmare tonight. I woke up in the village. There was a feeling that I was abandoned, and I was left alone. Left by the person with whom I was before. And I was fighting again. Could you give me any details? Carrying out a raid by special forces on Camp Liberation. Assaulting staff in... It was Coyo Loco, not Puerto Rico. It's definitely not the bottom one, because that's an entirely different location, Puerto Rico. That's an island of its own in the Caribbean. Raid by special... You say it's more detailed, but yet this is actually the most truest one. But I'm going to do the more detailed route. Well, I wonder if time has a certain role in this. Which role were you playing in your dream? I was a... I don't know who I was, actually, for goodness sakes. Detachment Commander, Intelligence... It's like, I have really no idea. Let's go with that one. I see. What matters is, what was your goal? Your motivation? Suppression of a rebellion to protect another country, or the revolution itself? I don't know. Curious. I remember one bright detail. I saw my gravestone. Huge. There was my pictures and dates. Figures in dreams often change in a random order. Did the dates on the gravestone changed? I don't know. That's the problem. There won't... It's either there was gravestones and I didn't pay much attention, or something which I need to discover later in the game. Maybe, I don't know. But there is nothing extraordinary. Continue. Each symbol has a certain meaning. Now that I can describe you an approximate picture, which I've made according to your words, the fact you were a private soldier more than likely means the feeling of weakness in the face of circumstances. You seem to have landed in a whirlpool and can't get out. Suppression of a rebellion means that you are ready for change. Perhaps you will be on your way to recovery. Attack on another country says you are trying to take your mind under control. I have a feeling that you made a mistake somewhere in the details of dream. Please, be more careful. Your fate depends on your answers. I'll do my best. Well, that's enough for today. Remember, tomorrow you will have your first date with your wife after a long time. Try to talk to her heart to heart. This is an excellent motivation for recovery. I'm afraid to appear like this. Everything will be alright. She has seen you in worse conditions. It's good for both of you, so do not worry. That's all for today. This is the end of the demo version. Whoa! Yes, I'm serious, Carlos. The demo version is finished. You can exit to main menu. What? Why are you still sitting there? It's not complicated to do. Jesus, you're so dumb. I'm not dumb. You just need to show me to the main menu. Okay, we'll stay here, you and me, in silence. Can I examine some things? I will sit like this for a long time. I still have a whole working day, and you can do other things, can't you? No? Well, let's keep sitting, in silence. I have no more script, but yet here I am just looking at the doctor. I am tired of this. If you do not go out yourself, I'll throw you out. 3, 2, 1. Well then, that's a... What? Diego's cabin. It does an automatic save. Go. Ah. Let's try something else this time. Let's try looking at other things. Yeah, I think this is just a time-based thing. Yeah, this is certainly a time-based event, so it doesn't matter if you examine just one thing or two things. He will eventually return. It's taking longer than usual. Ah, here we go. He returns. Maybe... What about only examining one thing at a time? I see you like when things are in order. Aren't you annoyed by... I see you like things when you're in order. Yes, it helps to get rid of the chaos in my head. If you look at my table, you will see that all the folders are sorted exactly by colour, in a certain order which I adhere to. Otherwise, it's easy to get perplexed. So let's discuss your dreams. Retreat and progress in your further depends on your accent. For the more accurate, your answer will be better. In the end, we'll be fine. Woke up in the village. There was a 3 nods left alone, abandoned. Fighting again. Ooh. I feel like that's not more detailed, but I was... Oh, for goodness sakes, I don't know this. Unfortunately, I don't know my role. Tried some different things. Revolution. Curious. I remember one bright detail. No. Apparently they have a certain value. What was the date of your death there? Oh gosh. Well, it said it was set in the 50s. I'm going with that one. Alright, I hope you remember it correctly. Each symbol has a certain meaning. The fact you are the commander says you are most likely ready to take responsibility for your recovery. That's encouraging. Revolution means that you are ready to change. Maybe you will go to the amendment. Attack on another country says you are trying... well, I am glad you are able to remember details and be honest with me. This is the path to recovery. Well, that's enough for today. Remember. So that, I think that was the best way to approach. So it says that you are part of the assault on... I've forgotten the town's name now, and it's a revolution in itself. Senior worst condition. Okay. No, you're not chucking me out, Doctor. The game's gonna chuck me out. Just look at that. Okay. So thank you very much for watching, folks. This has been the demo of Double. I'd say, well, in the middle of the game, I thought, like, well, the theme of the game itself doesn't really inspire me because of... It's kind of like a very controversial subject in itself, you know, the 50s Cuban Revolution itself. But the aspects of the choice that you make will determine the outcome of yourself in the future is it's a very nice thing to explore within the game. Obviously, in real life, it would be a very terrifying thing to uphold, you know, the things that you see in your dream and how well you can detail it for your doctors to be able to examine what sort of things that you are suffering with and being able to improve for the future. I think that's the sort of aspect that's going to keep me around and play the full game. The mystery aspect of it all. So thank you so much for watching, folks. This has been the demo of Double, and we shall see each other's in the full game. Have a good day and take care of yourselves.